Madam Mayor, the first 5 years nearly over. You're into a new 5-year term, most probably because the ANC will most probably also win the election. Now, looking back over the past 5 years, what would you regard as highlights of those years?
In my 5 years, when I started, I had some programs which I wanted. And I want to say golf is one of them. Business people is one of them. Women in business, it's one of them. Youth is one of them, going to tertiary university. I've done all that. Now I want to take my stock and see what have I not finished. But all what I said I will do, I started it. But some need me to finish. Others I was not going to finish it because of the time. 5 years is too short. But I want to say also, I've learned a lot within the municipality. I thought I know because I've been here from 2000, but I knew nothing because this office has a lot of work. Especially if you don't read, you will be out. Most of the national administration, they write to me and ask me questions. Some of those questions should be answered by the administration, but they want me as a mayor to answer. So it made me all the time to read and know what is local government.
Yeah, when you say read manuals or that kind of thing, or just general information?
You read about the IDP. You read about the budget. You read about management, how do they do their work, like STPIP. You read all that. Sometimes you see us carrying big agendas. That agenda, I must read it before I even go into the meeting, whether it's council or it's executive. Because if there's something wrong there, I need to call the municipal manager before we even go to the council or and say, where do you get this? What happened here? Because we need to know so that you don't go there and be a yes councillor. Yes, agreed, that is all. So I've learned a lot in such a way that COCTA has given us some courses, and fortunate for me, I passed those courses, which had a lot of subjects, and I'm happy that I did go. Though it was hard for me to do my POE, I had to do my assignment at night, and until I finish it. It took me about a week to do it. But I'm proud of that because it made me to understand what is local government. But
and you also got the COCTA awards.
yes, I've got it there. There is my certificate there. And some of the COCTA awards, as you know, just recently, we got an Excellence Award. I'm saying we because if I get something, I'm getting on behalf of the municipality. Because only 2 mayors got that. It was Newcastle Mayor and myself. They were saying they are giving us these awards as personal awards because we have maintained the stability within our municipality. We have made service delivery to our communities. We didn't have those marches which were calling us because we didn't do anything. The marches which has just happened are these ones of wanting to be known as a councillor, but we have worked, and I'm proud that I've done my work. Whilst I'm working with the municipal manager who knows his work, I'm also saying he could lean on me on other things because we discuss and make sure that we do what is happening.
Well, it's obvious you're a very good team.
We are a good team. We are really a good team. I know maybe his term also ending in 2017, but I would be happy if he can come back and I finish my second term if I become a mayor, because there are other parties which are also gunning to be mayors if they win. So if I become the mayor, I will make sure that the municipality is served in a proper way. And what I want to say to you, Johan, I don't choose faces. I don't choose race, you know me. I don't choose parties. When I deliver to everybody. Because I want everybody to be happy. This is a government, democratic government for everyone, and everyone must be happy.
Well, that's why you're so popular, Madam Mayor, if I may say so, as a person. So, it all makes sense.
Yes, I must say yes. Even during my times when I was working with the community, there were times when I was helping IFP people when they were running, and some of the old people, I told you, they were tired. I used to hide them in my shop because they say, we are tired now, we can't go on as they are doing. So I was working with everybody. It doesn't mean that if you are another party, now we are enemies. That is what they must understand. Politics, you don't eat, sleep politics. But politics is a game, like Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. So I understand that very well.
Okay, now looking into the future, your next term, what are you planning?
My planning is, firstly, housing. We need to make sure that we are really covering the backlog which we have, though we cannot say we can do it within 5 years. The other mayor who will come will continue on this 10 years, which we are trying to make sure that the people in the rural areas do have houses, because we are saying we have a special program where they must go and teach izindunas, amakhosis, how they put people on for land. You just cannot put a person on a slopey land, but they must try and put people where it's not slopey, and also not to have a house there, a house there, a house there, because ESCOM also is saying to us, how can you put houses like this? Because it's expensive now to put a pole there and put a pole there. So I've learned all that, and I'm sure will make a difference within the rural areas, and also in town. Our roads are finished. We are really doing what we can, but there are a lot of roads also.
And general service delivery too. There are a few hitches. You're planning to do something about that.
Yes, in our IDP, there are a lot of projects which we should be finishing especially next year, 2017, thinking that we will now be looking at those projects which are not in the IDP and make sure that we also put some of the projects in the IDP. But I just wish those ward councillors who are coming in to really listen to the community down there and do what the community wants, not what the ward councillor wants. Then we'll be happy. The whole municipality will be happy.
Madam Mayor, I asked your compatriot, the other mayor at Ugu, the same question. I'm going to ask you the same difficult question. As a politician, what are your views on politics in South Africa at the moment?
You see, politics, they are changing. They are in a changing sphere. You can see what we knew before, that this is the party, but now it's like it's changing. Well, they are saying to us, when we started, it was like democracy. Now we are changing to economy and transformation. So that should be done. But what I'm saying, people must know that you just don't want a position because you want to be seen in a position. You must wait until the party says, this is what you can do, because they see us during the years as we work, and it's really changing. But I'm challenging the youth. The youth must go to school. I agree they must become councillors, but they must go to school and make sure that they pass their grade 12, they go to the university. We need engineers, we need municipal managers, we need HODs. Instead of getting people from outside, I'm not being, but the municipal managers, like this one, is a municipal manager of the area. We need people of the area to get jobs. not getting people from other towns to get jobs.
Yeah, but now you have protests and violence and the damaging of property from people or by people who don't agree with candidates, especially in KZN, and all the violence, the killings. I mean, isn't there something wrong somewhere?
I'm really against that. I'm really against that. You know why? Because I was part of those Youth Year 76. I was part of them. What they were doing, they were saying they are angry, but you could understand because they were not taught that when we hand over this hall, it belongs to you, not to the government. So you must look after this hall. But this youth of now, they ban the same hall, they ban the same library, they ban the same schools which they are attending, which now it tells us that something is wrong somewhere. They live in the world of violence. They are angry. I don't know for what, but they are really angry. So I think within the education itself, there must be somebody or some of our educators who can teach them. And I don't know whether they must go to psychologists or whatever, just to teach them that you don't become angry and make sure that you kill your wife, you kill your girlfriend, you kill your child, you do all that. We need our youth to really understand the way of living in the world, because they are going to be the mothers and fathers of tomorrow. So they need to change.
Finally, Madam Mayor, it's obvious that there are factions in your party in KZN. Now, if you should go to a meeting, what is your message inside? What is your viewpoint to try and overcome this?
Johan, factions has not started now. They have been there. I've been part of the conferences where there are factions. But immediately the leadership has been nominated or elected, you forget all that. You rally behind the person who has been nominated. That is how we understand the factions. Because why there are those factions, it's different thinking. Like saying, I can see Johan being my leader because of ABC, and I can see maybe Max this side being my leader because of ABC. But if we sit down and say, more people see Johan as the leader, then why must I keep on saying, I want Max, when people have said, the numbers have shown me that they want Johan. That is how it goes.
But Madam Mayor, what you're actually then saying is it is not happening.
It's really not happening. I think also we must go back to our political educational schools and attend them. Some they have not. They were coming from other parties and they became ANC and they are councillors. Others are not councillors. We need political education, all of us, not only those who are coming outside, but all of us. We need to be reminded what is happening within the ANC, what ANC wants from a member.
Surely that's a leadership responsibility too.
Yes, as leaders also, we must be seen teaching them, telling them, even if they don't listen, but teach them. They must know that this is wrong. Sometimes I tell them, this is wrong. We don't do like this. I don't understand what you are doing now.
Madam Mayor, we can still go on, but the time, a lot of time has already elapsed. So best of luck for the next 5 years, and I hope it goes well with you.
Say that on the 16th of August, when we have our first council, if I'm still there.
Do you have any but do you have any doubts?
Well, as I said to you, politics is just a game. A ball, sometimes it rolls. It rolls that side, the other one rolls this side. So I cannot stand here and say, this is what's going to happen.
Sometimes Orlando Pirates can win.
Exactly. When you don't expect them to win. Yeah.
Okay, Madam Mayor, thanks very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Johan. Thank you.